So first I'll be looking at the articulation on the arms. So at the shoulder here, it's double jointed. There's a joint inside here, which moves up and down like this. There's also a joint in this ball section here, which moves it like this. So there's quite a bit of movement at the shoulder. Around, up, down, rotates around like this. This joint in here is quite similar to what we've seen before on the age kits, where it pulls out quite a bit like this, as it's on a ball joint in here. Now a quick look at the arm itself. Shoulder armor here can move around like this quite a bit. This hatch opens as I showed before, and the arm here has quite a bit of movement to it. The forearm can move all the way up to meet the shoulder. There's also a rotation here just below this ball section. So let's have a look at the head. It's quite a bit of side to side tilt. Up and down quite good as well. You can see the up and down movement affects this little section here, and can spin all the way around. So next, the waist. Side to side is very limited. Back and forward is quite good, especially to the front. Back, not so much. Thrusters on the back here can rotate around quite a bit. Also move up and down at this point here. And also here. You can move from here to here. So quite a bit of articulation on the thrusters here. So next, the legs. As I've shown before, the side skirts are connected to the legs, and this setup here does hinder the movement of the leg quite a bit. Now you've tried to move the leg out the way, this limits it. Here's the frontal movement at the waist. The rear movement blocked by this back part here, this back skirting. Sidewards movement blocked by this. If we remove this section here, you can actually see that the sidewards movement would be a lot greater if this little piece here wasn't connected. Okay, so the leg itself, like most Master Grades, has this twisting part here, which allows the leg to rotate this way. The bend at the knee is quite nice. The ankle movement towards the rear is quite good, but blocked quite a bit at the front. And side to side is okay, but you do have to watch out for this bit here, which can disconnect quite easy. The foot is definitely the weakest part of the kit when it comes to articulation. There's no movement at the center of the foot here, like there is on some kits, and the toe has only a very slight bit of movement. The Tallgeese's ability to squat, like a lot of Master Grades, is limited by the ankles. They're not able to turn up enough this way to allow the legs to fully bend and keep the soles of the feet on the ground. And for the same reason, the Tallgeese can't get very low in a lunging position either. And also, on the extended leg over here, this side skirt armor is limiting the leg from moving up to its full potential. Also, bending the ankle like this does cause this piece of armor to disconnect. The same again can be seen here. The feet and ankles on this kit are definitely the root of most of the problems with posability with this kit. This pose shows that the waist movement in the Tallgeese side to side is next to zero. It really can't move very dynamically to the left or right. And it's also interesting to note that the Tallgeese can't fully straighten its arm. While the side skirt armor is attached here, the Tallgeese can't fully spread its legs into the splits position. However, the range of movement here increases quite a bit when you disconnect these parts. The Tallgeese does quite well in this pose, and I actually think this suits the Tallgeese very well. It is poses like this, however, that make me wish that Bandai would design a better action base, because I find this part here and this part here together can tend to get in the way of some poses. Like here it's blocking the leg from where I'd actually like to put it. And finally finishing up the usual way, the strike. The size of the double gun here is a bit unwieldy, and it isn't designed to actually go on this side of the arm here. It usually crosses the arm so it can connect to the part here, so this does look a little awkward. Otherwise, leg wise and arm wise, everything's all good here. Posability wise, the Tallgeese is a decent kit. Its main limitations are the legs. The side skirts limit the leg movement outwards, and the feet and ankles are very poor. It also doesn't really excel in any particular region, articulation wise. It's pretty average in most regards. It's not bad by any means, it's just not great in any particular aspect. So I'm going to give the Master Grade Tallgeese EW a 7.5 out of 10 for Poseability. The Master Grade Tallgeese is a very nice kit. Some nice weapons with some interesting designs. As I've mentioned multiple times, it's a very basic kit. Like the rest of the EW line, has a lot of nice gimmicks like the thrusters here, thrusters back here. The only real down points is Posability in the leg region, mainly around the ankle and feet. It's a really good kit, and I'd recommend this to fans of the series. I'd even recommend it to those who aren't fans who just like the mobile suit itself. All in all, I'm going to give the Master Grade Tallgeese an 8.1 out of 10. It's an awesome kit, and I may be a bit biased, but I would recommend picking it up.